For those of you who've been watching my content, you guys are well aware of the fact that I make content about multiple different important things that are taking place around the world. Today, however, I would like to focus on Myanmar. It's that important, and we need to bring as much attention as we can to this country, because about an hour or so ago, Myanmar now, they tweeted that around 106 people were killed by the military, and then a few minutes later they said that update is of 21:30 tonight, March 27. We have confirmation that 114 have died in the towns across Myanmar at the hands of the COP regime's armed forces. The numbers include 40 deaths in Mandalay and 27 in Yangon. This is truly sad and pathetic what the military is doing, but for us to understand this whole situation, we have to go back in history. For example, according to BBC, they said that the country gained independence from Britain in 1948. It was ruled by the armed forces from 1962 until 2011, when a new government began ushering in the return to civilian rule. So you can see that the military, the armed forces, they had the country in their power for a very long time. So when the civilian rule came, it didn't last long, as you guys saw, because the civilians, they won the elections again in the new election they just had, and the military, the one they were supporting, they lost, but the military said that there was fraud, and then they did a coup in February. And ever since, there's been protests going on in Myanmar, and the militaries, they haven't been showing any mercy to the protesters. They've been so many been dying like almost every other day, and now we have that many in the same day, and that is unacceptable. The United Nations in Myanmar, they said that the UN in Myanmar is horrified by the needless loss of life today, with reports of dozens of people shot dead by the military across the country. The violence is completely unacceptable and must stop immediately. Those responsible must be held to an account. See, I just wish more action were taken back when the same military, they were committing crimes against the Rohingya Muslims. So hundreds of thousands fled to Bangladesh and other countries, and a lot of them died as well. If they were held accountable back then, and the one they committed a crime got punished, even though the civilian leader at the time who won the Nobel Prize of the country was the leader at the time, but she remained mostly quiet about what was taking place. And now, the same thing is happening to her and her people, of what happened to the Rohingya Muslims there. And that's so unfortunate. One day we think that it's not us, but it doesn't take long for the tables to turn around. Now, see, the sad thing about this is that, let's say, other countries get involved in Myanmar, there's going to be so many chaos and deaths, unnecessary deaths that did not need to take place. But when power is with people with weapons, like what other way? Like, these people are protesting, but they're getting shot at. There is a no win-win scenario in this. I just hope somehow, the people are able to bring back their democracy, and those responsible that they're committing these crimes are held responsible. You guys should share this with other people so more attention can come to Myanmar, and hopefully, democracy can return to the country. And not only the people of Myanmar get the justice they deserve, but also the Rohingya Muslim, they are able to go back to their homes one day. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in tomorrow for more. Till then, take care of yourselves.